Hey, Monica from DAT Solutions, where freight does business. This week we asked the experts, how do you decide what rates to charge? Several carriers weighed in, and here's what they have to say.
The three things that I use is I need speed on my side. I need to be able to do this as quickly as possible. Number two is I need to have an idea of what the market is, where I'm at, where their load is going to be going to. Number three is I need to be able to have a rate per mile that I'm comfortable with, that's going to work for me. And that's probably the most important, and the tool that I use to be able to come with that rate per mile, and I've been using this for almost 9 years. It's never failed me. It's totally free, and that's called DAT Trend Lines. It comes out every Monday. They have it for all trailer types, and I write down what the national average contract rate is and the national average spot market rate is. Write those two numbers down, and I put it on my sun visor. And so if I can get an idea of what the miles that I'm looking at, I can associate my total rate based on that rate per mile.
This is how you figure out what rate works for you, and that's the cost of your operation and your personal bills. You want to add those together and divide it by the amount of miles that you plan on running each week. I use 2,500 miles as a base for my cost of operation, and that gives me a figure that I can use, so I know not to go below that, and anything over that is my cost, just profit. So you want to narrow it down to your cost per mile. Then you have a base, a foundation to start with, and from there it's pretty simple.
With DAT's Truckers Edge Pro version, you can have access to lane rate averages, and it's got a low, an average, and a high. I normally start with a high end, negotiate from there, and try not to go below the average lane rate of that particular lane.
I first have to evaluate what my overhead costs are. That includes a lot of different things. It includes fuel, insurance, maintenance on the truck, trailer payments or rent, insurance for that, calculating in my bills at home. If you have a mortgage, a car payment, your 401k, and put all of those things in there so that you know when you book a load, you're going to be making a profit over and above what you need to survive. And the best formula I found for me was another senior driver, Tilden Curl, had created a freight rate calculator, and he gave us permission to make it into an online calculator on our website where you can plug in your overhead costs. Getting over and above the break-even point is the goal, so that you're making a profit, not just breaking even. I don't like to go under $2 a mile. But sometimes you have to. But if you can average the lane, and maybe you're not making that much this way, but you're making the rest of it the other way to make up what you lost on that. That's sort of the goal. But at least if you have that baseline that this is where I need to be to get all my stuff taken care of and to have profit for myself, that's kind of the goal.